Hello loves and welcome to the channel. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a high priestess. It is so very nice to meet you guys. If you are new here for the first time, welcome to the Soul Familia of Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot. And those of you guys returning, welcome back, my loves. Okay, so you guys have seen the title. I don't know yet, obviously, like what the title really is going to end up being, but I'm feeling very called. It's like the divine masculine energy is coming through, and so is the divine feminine. And so what I'm feeling called to do is to channel using, I'm going to channel messages from the divine masculine. Excuse me. I'm clearing a lot from my heart, okay? And just also, I'm still clearing from when I got that really bad, flu back in November. Like, I'm still clearing, and everyone that basically I know that also had it they're kind of the same. Anyways, okay, so heart clearing, heart chakra clearing, there's a lot of that. After this quick message, I'm going to be recording a collective message for everyone also. And that one is going to be it's going to be a message for the light warriors here on earth. The earth angels, we'll say, well, the earth angels, because we are shadow and light warriors, right? But the earth angels, and that message is very powerful, very distinct. So be sure to check that out, you guys. Definitely, if you resonate as a starseed, a light worker, earth angel, etc., and so forth, okay? Because this download, it's not even a download. It's actually about an experience and a message that came through last night during my astral experiences when I was asleep. So it was like so fucking crazy. And then I woke up immediately right after it happened, so I could remember the download, the vision, the message, and I do. So anyways, so that video will be recorded after this. Let's dive in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some messages. It's gonna be like a channeled conversation. So it's gonna be like a conversation happening in real time between masculine, what they really want to say, because I know for a lot of you guys, there's no contact, there's no communication right now in the 3D. Everything is in the 5D between you and this person. Okay, maybe you're with someone new, maybe you're dating already, you know, or you're dating and you're you know, the door is closed, okay? But either way, I think most people here, if you resonate as divine feminine, you're open, your heart is open to receiving this person because of the soul connection that you guys are. Especially if it's a twin soul, you know, you might have ascended beyond physical connection with this person, or to be in that like physical union relationship. But you're open to hearing from them, right? But I know for a fact that most of you guys tuning in, that your heart is open not only to receive communication, but to receive your person in full physical union. And that's going to be the dominant energy, okay? And I think that most masculines' dominant energy, they know that too. Or at least they feel it. They feel it. They don't know it. That's a part of the reason why they're fearful, because they don't know that. Excuse me. Let me correct myself. But they feel it in their soul, the higher self, in their heart, okay? And that right now is really like a driving force. But, you know, I know for a fact a lot of these masculines, like, they're going through some really dark times. They're picking up the pieces for a lot of them, okay? Or they're taking the steps they need to take in their life and the actions they need to take to make the pieces fall so they can pick them back up, okay? So let's just see what they want to say. And then we will, I don't know, just roll with me. Just roll with me. I'm feeling called to channel it this way today, you guys. So here we go. Okay, so the first two cards out. So this is from the divine masculine towards the feminine. What they want you to know, what they're going through, so on and so forth. Every time I reach out to you, I am triggered again. I am starting to see why. Okay. So divine masculine is coming right out and just admitting, like, that's enlightenment though, right? So that speaks of like the third eye, the crown chakra, the heart's open. Like, they're actually like seeing this now, and they're actually grounding this down into their 3D, which is what I just got done saying. So they're taking grounded 3D steps and action, you know, in regards to this kind of stuff. Like, now I'm seeing all, like, the reason behind all this. I'm seeing that this is real. I'm seeing, you know, why I get so triggered, because you're a reflection. You're this mirror to me, because you reflect the things that, you know, that I, you know, like you shine to me love, and you shine to me unconditional love, and you shine to me self-love, and you shine to me self-worth, and you shine to me, you know, healing, and you shine to me what it looks like to, you know, to clear your karma and heal your karmic wounds and patterns. Like, you shine all this to me. And because of, like, it's like the equivalent of like when people, like people who suffer with depression, you know, like there's tall tale signs practically across the board, right? When someone is depressed, their personal hygiene is not up to par. They shower a lot less. They might let their hair get really oily and greasy. Like, you know, their skin doesn't look good. They become like a spider in the shadows, you know, or they're very recluse and isolated. They start cutting people off and pushing people out and away, not answering phone calls, not answering text message. This is depression. You know, whether it's like diagnosed like clinical depression or, right? But we know that like the dis-ease within the body, which the masculines and feminines, you know, whoever's tuning in, you guys know this. You guys have been moving through this, okay? Because there's been triggering for you, and a lot of your healing has been things that have been triggered to come back up again, so you could finally heal them once and for all. So masculine is just saying straight up, like, I see this now. Like, it's not because we aren't meant to be together, which I never really felt. Like, I felt like, can I forget this person? But at the same time, why am I so triggered by this person? Like, there's this hold over me, but it's different than, you know, like a karmic hold, or, you know. I have loved before, but never in this way. You are the one who changed my heart. Oh my gosh, you guys, exactly. So Divine Masculine is letting you guys know straight up, like, my life changed after spending time with you, after meeting you, after connecting with you. Like, again, you reflected something so powerful that it triggered me. Okay, wow. All right, let's get one more, please, from Divine Masculine. I want to make this thing real between us. Hashtag Ace of Pentacles, hashtag Magician. Wow. I want to make this real. I want to anchor. What did I just say about taking grounded action in the 3D, my loves? And then look, Ace of Pentacles, Magician. So we've got the most powerful manifestation energy. This is communication. This is action. This is, you know, technology and devices. So it's, again, with that Mercury energy, with the Magician, it's like, you know, again, it's happening in the 3D, as above, so below. So it's no longer the fifth dimensional aspect of the manifestation. It is now the 3D aspect of the manifestation with the Ace of Pentacles. This is 3D, physical, tangible. You see it, taste it, touch it, hold it, etc. Divine Masculine has every intention, you guys, to make it tangible, real. Okay? Bottom of the deck here, you guys, is also confession from Masculine. I resented and blamed you for walking away. I see now that I am the one who gave you no choice. There's a lot of clarity here. A lot of enlightenment and clarity. So basically, this is going to be for those of you guys where the Masculine started becoming more distant. Maybe the phone calls started getting fewer and far between. The text messages started getting fewer and far between. Or maybe they started becoming very, like, you know, it was like they got farther and farther and farther and fewer between. And then maybe it was just like one day you woke up and it was no good morning text message anymore, and no how's your day message, or no, you know, good night message, or it's like that. Okay, so what I'm seeing is obviously the divine feminines in these soul cycles, soulmate cycles, the divine feminine was still in a lot of ways in lower vibration and karmic energy, of course, just like masculine, but the feminine was already maybe enlightened or on their awakening journey on some level. Or it was like the activation with the masculine, we'll say maybe, that it was just like basically the point is the divine feminine in the connection was already choosing and practicing or starting to like choose self-love. You broke the cycle of, you know, allowing people to breadcrumb you, you know, jerk you around. Like, no, you didn't, it didn't matter. And it was something that was specifically meant to like happen with this divine masculine, obviously, where the feminine said, no, I'm sorry, enough is enough. And the masculine's ego was triggered. It was highly triggered. And the masculine said, what the F? No one walks away from me. You know, I didn't do anything to you, because in their mind, they didn't. You know, they weren't seeing the fact that they were not showing up for you, or that they were no longer like, you know, maybe they showed up and they were very love bomby and then it just stopped. You know what I mean? They were not taking any responsibility. Again, they were blame shifting. So it says, I resented, there was a while there where they resented and blamed you for walking away. You know, I didn't do anything. They left me. They walked away. Why should I reach out? Why should I do it? You know, but they see now, this is full circle moment, that they gave you no choice, that it was because of them that, you know, they forced you to walk away. Okay. Whew. All right. So let's go ahead and get, okay. So if this is resonating and sounds like you, your person, your situation, you know, the signs and messages, everything you're picking up on. And also, you guys, I lit this beautiful divine union candle of light to illuminate, to bring an illuminated, to bring illumination to your divine union. So I lit this with the intention and prayer and praying for everyone that there are these moments unfolding for everyone here, you know, that it's time for, or that it's about to be time for, where you and your person, where the light takes over and there's just so much said between you. Truth is told. This is about the light being shone down on every part of the hidden truth, the shadow, the deep emotions. Basically, that's everything that I infused into this candle when I lit it today. And then I also laced it with dried, I went into one of my, I have like old teapots, antiques, and like vases and stuff filled with dried flowers and herbs and stuff for spells and candle magic and different things. This is dried wisteria, and it brings forth the energy of whimsical energy. It, for me, is like a sweep you off your feet energy. It's also like kindred spirits and like sweetness, and it all represents like, you know, connection and new life. And then the roses, yellow and red roses specifically. So again, it's like the sunshine solar plexus, and then the red root chakra. But the red for me is like the romance, the love aspect, the Magdalene codes, and the Magdalene priestesses coming into union, sisters of the rose coming into union with brothers of the rose, also that, the rose lineage. So there is a lot, and so I infused it. I also crumbled all of the rose petals, herbs, and the wisteria into the candles also, so it's also burning it. So just a little FYI, you guys, is, whoops, excuse me, my foot just went into my, ooh, it accidentally went into my heart chakra crystal bowl. So heart chakra. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to take a moment and let you guys just know that. Hold on. What did I just do? Okay. Okay. And I have right now, I have Pisces, the Zodiac Pisces, their reading and extended reading is uploading right now. Well, the reading for YouTube is uploading. I have to upload the extended. So this will probably actually be up on YouTube before Pisces reading, but Pisces is coming. All the zodiacs are coming. But anyways, in Pisces reading, because all of these like powerful soul connections are like really shining through in the messages right now. Doesn't matter who I'm reading for. And there was a song, and it's a song that oh my God, seriously, you cannot make this stuff up, you guys, the Two of Cups. Listen to what I'm saying. This is a song that I've channeled before, but it's been a while since I channeled it through, or since it came through, but it's coming through very strongly all of a sudden out of nowhere again. And it came through in Pisces reading too. So maybe a lot of you guys want to go listen to the Pisces reading when it's uploaded, because that reading is powerful AF, by the way. It's so amazing. But the song is by Luke Owen, I believe. Jake Owen, sorry. It's Jake Owen, and the song is Anything for You. I'd do anything for you. And he's literally saying like, just all these things, you know. But he says, you know, there ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. I would do anything for you, you know. You're the air that I breathe. You're that deep in me, you know. You're my heart and my soul. There's just like all these things he's talking about. So literally, you guys, as I'm telling you this and it's coming through, that's why I was freaking out, because the Two of Cups just showed up, okay? And now what I'm doing is I'm clarifying using tarot cards these messages, okay? This is why. Because what did I say? Because the masculine is realizing that this is some kind of really insane soul connection. Like, they've been knowing this. This is someone who there's a lot of anticipation. There is fear. And there's always the chance that fear can stop them dead in their tracks, as it has before plenty of times, just like this card says. Every time I reach out to you, I get triggered. And then what do? I tuck tail and I run back. And I never send the message. This person is like, they want to be physically in front of you, around you. They want to look into your eyes physically, like they want to kiss you. They want to hold your hand. They want to, you know, like softly rub your arm, like as you guys sit next to each other. This person has so much affection and love towards you. This is someone who is, this is someone who knows, like they carry like the ego of them being hot shit. I'm funny. I've got good personality. I'm handsome. You know, I've got charisma. I've got money. You know, I've got success. I've got this. You know, even if they're not like maybe like considered right to be like what most people might think is extremely good looking. It doesn't matter, honestly. When you carry a King of Wands vibration and energy, it doesn't matter, honestly. Like you're magnetic, and it's highly attractive. Your confidence levels are what's attractive. I was just watching a thing the other day about like psychopaths, literally. And it was like this guy, and he's like a self-proclaimed psychopath, and he actually is very handsome. But he talks very openly about this stuff. And he's like, you know, a lot of women, he's like, they are like, basically he's saying like how many psychopaths are actually out in society, which, I mean, duh, that's a given, right? And he's like, a lot of people who are like in long-term partnerships, marriages, like they're psychopaths, but they're able to like hide it well, because they can function in society and day in and day out and at work and do stuff, and they can hide it, you know? And that's why a lot of people, like, you know, when they finally like that psychopath takes over at some point, they lose their shit. You know, it's like people that like, you know, like they kill their wife, or they, you know what I mean? Or they murder, you know what I mean? Or do you know what I mean? Or things like that. They go crazy, and then their neighbors and their family members are going, oh my God, they were such a good person and such a hard worker and such a loving, you know, husband or wife. And I can't believe this, and all these things. That this is why, right? My point of all this is that, the King of Wands, like when he's in his shadow, that's what he reminds me of. Like he's kind of like, he's explosive. He's like a ticking time bomb. You know, a lot of the times he could be a fucking narcissist. He can have a temper and an ego the size of the globe. And, you know, he fills his voids and his pains, okay, with passionate energy, sex and lustful acts and, you know, whatever it is, you know, it's devil energy. Okay, so I feel that a lot of these masculines, and I think a lot of the feminines too, but obviously the masculine energy is what I'm really picking up on because I'm channeling for them. It's like literally what this card says. I have loved before, but I've been burned. I've been hurt. And it disconnected me even more from my heart and from opening up. So yeah, so I've just been staying where it's comfortable, where it's easy, where, you know, where there's no challenge, you know, where I can kind of just do what I want and be who I want and run amok, and, you know, no one's gonna stop me or, you know, say anything or trigger me into healing or whatever, right? You are the one who changed my heart. The King of Wands has had a massive, like come to Jesus. That's what's been coming through, is that come to Jesus. Like they've been having like these experiences and synchronicities and signs, but I'm telling you, just like you guys tuning in, you guys know what I mean when I say these things. It's beyond just seeing 222 or 1010 or whatever, or a song coming on or playing. It's beyond that. The synchronizations that you're both receiving, it's mind-blowing. It's beyond. Even for me, and I've been sharing this, I've been talking about this, you guys, like how fucking crazy the signs and synchronicities are about so many things, not just this kind of stuff, divine union. Look at this. What are the signs crazy about? Look at the Lovers with the 9 of Cups, a 9. Closing out some kind of cycle here. There could be something about like drinking, heavy alcohol consumption. This could be a part of that devil energy, or how the King of Wands has been feeling their, you know, numbing their pain instead of healing. So it's like the King of Wands, you guys, like they've been forced into submission. The universe has like had them in like a chokehold, basically. You know what I mean? All of us, but especially people who are like, it's time to ascend. And if you're like divulging, if you're just like drinking your sorrows and your pain, and you're so unhappy in your relationships, partnerships, and basically you're unhappy in your reality, in your life. You're so unhappy that you have to numb yourself to function within it and just to survive in it. That's what's going on here. The King of Wands, okay, wants you to know that they're making choices from the heart with the Lovers. They are on your level. They're seeing at your level. There's a great deal of balanced energy here, you guys. It's because they're creating balance, but they're balancing their inner feminine and masculine, but it's because they're creating balance by, again, taking action. A lot of them are making huge life choices and decisions about their romantic endeavors or partnerships. Okay, can you tell me a little bit more, please, about the King of Wands? Because this is a king who he's fired up. He's not sitting anymore. He's fired up. Tell me about the King of Wands, the Lovers, the 9 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. Show me the action here. Show me the action. It's the Emperor. He's the Emperor. He is Mars, representation of action. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. The divine masculines, many of them are facing judgment from the universe right now. Okay? They've been resisting, they've been avoiding, and now shit has come down hard. For a lot of them. Or it just recently has, maybe in December. Or the previous month, or the last 30 days, we'll say. This is action, planning to take, this is communication. This is, I plan to take action and communicate. This is divinely angelic guided action and communication, by the way. To communicate, to resurrect. This is resurrection and rebirth. And it's major arcanas. Major arcanas too, clarifying the King of Wands as I'm asking about action. And then we have the King of Swords, followed by the 10 of Swords. It's done. They're letting you know, I am taking action. And then the 9 Swords. Are you kidding me? And then the Moon. This new moon that we just had, you guys, with the 1/1 portal energies and the new year and the stigma, the energy around the new year, the new year, new me. You guys, this person is not playing around. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get with the Divine Feminine. Let's go ahead and get, well, I don't really have, that's funny actually. That just, how crazy, you guys, after all this time, I'm realizing I need to make a message deck from the perspective of the Divine Feminine. Wow. You know what? I'm going to get messages from the masculine, and whatever comes out from the, with the masculine messages, it's basically what the we're going to confirm what the Divine Feminine already intuitively has seen or feels or knows. So we're going to bring validation to your psychic visions, messages, intuition about the masculine. Let's go ahead and see. All right, so what do we need to, show us what needs to come out? Okay, so again, this is the masculine speaking. I have been feeling the need to connect to nature and the sun, but probably feminine too, right? I feel closer to you and myself when I do. So feminine, this is confirmation for you that, for one, your divine masculine is definitely tuning in on that soul level. They're feeling the connection with earth, the oneness, God's source consciousness, that oneness, the oneness consciousness and awareness. I go outside and I feel the sun is healing, This masculine, I feel very connected to the sun and the moon too. It's not just they feel closer to you when they're outside, outdoors, soaking up the sun, watching the sunrise, or taking pictures of the sunset. I feel that's relevant is the sunrise and sunset. Okay, so maybe there's memories attached to these, or you both just love the sun and the sunrise and sun pictures and things like that. Someone could be an artist. There could be something about a photo or not a photo. Well, photos, but I'm seeing a painting. It's a landscape, a painting of the horizon of the sunset. It's beautiful. So maybe someone has painted that, or that's something you have always felt called, or maybe it's something you guys shared, one of you shared with each other. I've always wanted to paint the sunset, or sit out and just paint the sunset as it sets, I don't know. But it's confirmation that feminine, when you're outside and you have been getting these waves of messages from nature, from maybe the sun or the birds, when the birds start chirping real loud, or all of a sudden, or the wind picks up, or whatever it is, an animal, whatever it is, okay, and you have been perceiving it as confirmation or message about your masculine, or about this masculine, or about communication, or feeling they're taking action, and then maybe you're thinking about them and oh, I feel they're going to be taking action, I just feel it, and then all of a sudden the wind picks up real fast, and that's a confirmation, right? Through nature. Okay, so you guys speak through nature too. Please don't believe anything that you see my karmic post. It's a facade. So for the feminine, the masculine is confirming. So for a lot of you guys, maybe, you've seen things that have been posted about maybe this masculine and a third party karmic. Maybe they're in a relationship or married, you're whatever it is. But it's your intuition and your heart and your higher self, you knew better than to, it's you just, I know that's false. I know it's fake. King of Wands energy can be very much like that, right? It's pretentious, just like the Queen of Wands. Two people who sleep in separate bedrooms, but they take, but they sent out Christmas family Christmas cards to all their friends and family this year as a happy family and couple on it. You know, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what this masculine is talking about. It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on in the 3D is also the thing too. So again, this is validation, confirmation for you feminine. They're saying, you're right. You're right. It's a facade. It's fake. You're right. You can see photos of me, or you can see my thumbnail photo, or you can see whatever, you know, or you can, you see it in your visions, or you feel it and see it telepathically and psychically. You know I'm not happy. You know it's a facade. You know it's all fake. You know it's all just going with the motions. Okay. This is a divine masculine. This is an emperor, King of Wands. They're on their throne. This is someone who's not effing around, but they do have a lot of 3D. It's just, their life is in shambles right now, you guys. Okay, their life is in shambles. So divine feminines, this is going to, you know, again, you can feel how close, see how close they are? You can feel how close this person is, or how close something is between you guys. But I'm telling you right now, for some of you guys, you have to just stay in your heart. You have to tap your heart and send love to your masculine, to maybe the karmic partner, to anyone who's hurting or their heart's hurt. Send loving prayers if there's children involved, loving prayers of healing and, you know, strength and all the things, you know what I mean? That is what a true empress to the emperor would do. And that's why this person, for who this is for, loves you so much. It's because you love unconditionally. You don't have hate within you and resentment, and you're not like out to be vengeful and like, you know, oh, I'm glad they're breaking up, and oh, good, I'm glad that she's leaving him and he's leaving her, and, you know, you know, if he was smart, he'd come back to me. Like, that stuff right there is all very low vibrational karmic. And if that's the case and how you feel and what you put out, this is not for you. Not by any means. Not even a sliver. Maybe in the future after a great deal of healing, but not right now. Okay, masculine to feminine again. I have stayed away. Here we go. See, because of the karmic energies. What do people do? They get married too young. It's because what people do. We graduate high school, and then we go to college, and then we go to college, and then it's time to settle down and, you know, ground down in life, and, you know, get a mortgage and go into your eyeballs in debt, and, you know, be unhappy and pop out a few kids, and then, you know, be unhappy with your person, and then, you know, end up hating each other. And like, that is like literally like the highest statistics in America, and why divorce rates are so high, right? Okay, like, and whoever I'm talking to, you guys have both like learned these lessons, and you guys have both like had to move through these initiations. But who, you know, if you're here, mostly feminine energies, Empress energy, like, you know, you've already been learning these, you know, and so now it's like their life is in shambles and they've been rising, but they're like, they're cutting cords that maybe you cut years ago, you know, and you learned the lesson 2 years ago. So they're just letting you know here, I've stayed away, not because I don't care. Okay, it says not because I don't care, but I've stayed away because of just responsibility and duty, meaning like my responsibilities in life as a father, as a mother, as a parent, as an employee, as a business owner, as a husband or a wife, you know, whatever the case, even though I'm unhappy or I'm miserable and I'm just, you know, it's the same shit, different day, same shit, different day. You know, I'm in this like, you know, Groundhog Day routine and la 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 la, right? Okay. So again, feminine, your intuition and what you feel about that kind of stuff is dead on. They're letting you know you're right. You're right. Don't question it. You're right. I've stayed because of codependencies. I've stayed because, you know, my partner is, you know, financially completely dependent upon me, and my entire family is, etc. and so forth. I have wanted to reach out for so long. I feel like a fool. And this one, the very first one out over here on the DM side, remember? Every time I reach out to you, I'm triggered again. I'm starting to see why. So It's like one of them is saying like, I basically like they've gone to reach out a lot. And I just saw 444. I feel like a fool, you know, and that's part of the reason why, you know, like and then look at this. And this song has been coming through, like literally. And then look at this. I was taught from a young age, this is that like generational patterning, like from their father, their father's father, or their mother, or both, or whatever. Just family generational patterning. But it's like toxic. And they are breaking the wheel, calling judgment, breaking the wheel. I was taught from a young age that vulnerability is weakness. Like to wear your heart on your sleeve, to have an open heart, to be emotional, to honor your emotions, or to feel your emotions, or to talk about your emotions. But it literally is like hashtag father wounds, hashtag masculine wounds. So again, feminine, you've known this about your emperor. You've known this about masculine, the divine masculine. You knew, you felt it, or you had a dream about it, or you just knew it, that they were carrying deep wounds from childhood, that they were, you know, wounds of abuse, wounds of father wounds, wounds of anger from the father and inflicted upon the child, or just, I'm hearing harsh lessons as children. So they had strict, it's abuse, a lot of them. Okay. So again, feminines, many of you guys, you're right. Okay, and then this song, it keeps coming through you guys so strongly, like I'm hearing it a lot. Just like that Jake Owen song, I'd do anything for you. I'll do anything for you. Looking for love in all the wrong places, Johnny Lee. And then very last card here, I will never let you go, amor. No matter what, you and me forever. And then look, I am ashamed in myself and my actions towards you. I'm struggling. And that's where so many of the masculines are. Okay? That's what it feels like. But again, it's like, it's this powerful ass alchemy. It's alchemy that they have not tapped into and dipped into. And a lot of this powerful alchemy, they've learned it because of you. Like you reflected this alchemy to them too. How you turned darkness and deep wounds and your own abuse and trauma that you've lived through and gone through. Like how you have just risen up. It's like massive glow up. Like you're glowing higher than ever, more than ever. You're more abundant than ever. You're very driven and focused, and you're creating, and like you're flourishing. There's a flourishing energy around the divine feminine. And I'm going to end this message with, speaking of the divine feminine, I'm going to get a message from the Rose Oracle. So anyways, loves, this is what I've got for you. Okay, so I just felt like I needed to channel it that way. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before we go. Okay, real quick, I just got to talk shop real fast, okay? So if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, if you want to hone in, you know, if you're new here, I am a twin flame. I am a twin soul. That is why I channel these divine union messages for twin souls or past life soul connections. I also attract very ancient old souls. That is also why a part of my light work and my gifts is being an Akashic past life reader, an Akashic guide and reader and channeler. So anyways, down in the description box is where you will find all of the information, you guys, to book a reading with me. Or a spiritual service, whether it's an Akashic past life reading, a psychic, you know, general psychic mediumship reading, a vent sesh. I do a 1-hour goddess channeling, which is an activation, a reading, a healing, and then I channel Goddess Isis and Mary Magdalene, or any other spirit guides that you connect with and that want to come through as well. And then I do intuitive, energetic, quantum healing sessions, etc. So it's all there. Just send me an email and we will get you set up. If you want to just, like, if you're ready, okay? Because I ask that you guys don't email me until you're absolutely ready to absolutely book 1000% at that moment when I respond. So if you want to like just get like a jump start, I do have all of my payment options in the description box below as well. And then just let me know. Like I set my payment for, this is the booking I want. I set my payment already. You know, when is your next availability or whatever it is, okay? And then what else? Oh, in just a few days, you guys, this Saturday. And even if you can't make it on Saturday, okay, so don't let the date deter you if you're like, oh, I can't on Saturday. Because it's held over Zoom and it is definitely freaking worth it. But it's recorded, so you can rewatch the recording. Anyone who purchases a ticket will receive the recording even if you make it to the live. But this Saturday on 111, you guys, this is a powerful portal. And the stuff that's happening astrologically is like insane right now for this portal. So we are going to be for the 111 this Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tickets $44 USD. Just send me an email, GypsyCowgirlTarot@gmail.com. Let me know that, you know, you are wanting to sign up. I'm going to post about it tonight. I know I was supposed to a couple days ago, but honestly, like, people have been emailing left and right without me even posting. So people are hearing about it through the videos, especially people who have been to these workshops before. But it is an experience like no other. Like, it's just so cool, you know, and it's like I always pull cards and read for you guys. We get to hang out and talk and, like, you know, share things with each other. And then we go in, I start through sound, like a sound bath, and through basically, like, I'm just guided and I'm channeling. So I'm walking you into kind of a meditation, more into your trance lucid state. And then from there we travel, and we are going to, in this workshop, this is an Avalon workshop. So if you feel resonance, or even if you don't with past lives, you know, feel resonance to Avalon, but we are traveling to the Mists of Avalon, to the Isle of Avalon, and we are going to be being activated. This is an activation of your Priestess path, your High Priest path, and your Magician gifts. So being a master manifester, but it's more than that. It's about manifesting and being very in tune on a quantum level, and really helping to be able to completely detach from the 3D matrix. But this is, again, it's an activation for your gifts, your powers. Specifically, the intention here is your soul's path purpose, your soul's purpose at this time. So to bring forth clarity and to bring forth activations in regards to that, as well as your gifts. And then to also bring forth clearing around subconscious fear, wounds, blocks, etc., that tie to your gifts from past lives and trauma, etc. So again, we are working directly with Morgan Le Fay. Guinevere, High Priestess of Avalon, Isis will be there. We are also working one-on-one with the fairies, okay? So the fairies are going to be bringing forth healing, as well as the unicorns, okay? This is going to be a really powerful part of this experience, okay? And then, of course, being in sacred circle with these priestesses on the sacred magical lands of Avalon, like, it's going to be freaking epic. Speaking of which, look at the Magician. See? Activating the Magician within. If the Priestess, no, but the Fool is all about new beginnings, etc. It's literally like the 111 portal energy here. There's the Priestess. Holy shit, you guys. This is confirmation. You have to dive in, take a leap of faith, and come activate through this workshop. Whether you're here with us on the live or the recording, or you rewatch the recording. And by the way, you can rewatch and revisit and go through this experience as many times as you feel called. Okay? Oh, wait. What am I doing? Anyways. So there's that. So just, again, send me an email, GypsyCowgirlTarot@gmail.com. Again, email, information, bookings, all the things down below. Just say, like, I'd like to participate in the 111 portal. If you sent me an email and you have not heard back from me, you guys, okay, the email has been wonky. I tried my best to stay on top of it, especially the spam folder, because Gmail sends emails into spam, even if it's correspondence and people, email addresses that I've already corresponded with. Like, it's crazy. So anyways, so there's a chance that maybe it went in there and I didn't see it. So anyways, so if you haven't heard back from me, just go ahead and just send the email again, just re-forward it again. And that's it, you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and end this. Now, what I wanted to do just very quickly, because I know we're already 44 minutes in, and I wanted to get the divine, a beautiful, like, it looks like a little black cardinal. Like, you know how cardinals have like the little mohawky thing? That's how this bird looks. And this specific little bird, ever since I moved here, it's one of my guides. Only that bird. And that's the only one I see that looks like that. That looks like basically all black with like dark gray on the belly, cardinal. But it just flew up to the window and out. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm asking from the divine feminine's point of view and energy towards the masculine, and this, everything that came through. Okay, so the masculines, divine masculines tuning in, cross-watching, whatever you want to call it. It's not cross-watching, this is for everybody. Masculine, the divine feminine feels you coming close. They feel you super close energetically. You guys feel each other. If you're wondering if the divine feminine is open to receiving you, the answer is yes. In fact, the divine feminine has been anticipating it, feeling it so strongly. Okay, you are on the ship that the feminine feels arriving. The feminine feels that you have been going through the dark night of the soul. The feminine knows that he or she is the lantern through the darkness for you, that he or she has been the way shower and light through the darkness, through this very difficult, arduous journey of the soul, and going within and deep thinking and soul searching about your life and where you're at and where you've been and who you are and who you want to be, and following the truth and light of that. And you know that the feminine has reflected that to you as well, that authenticity. And it's inspired you to want to live in that truth and genuine energy and authenticity as well when it comes to your own life. The feminine knows and feels you arriving, coming out of the hermit energy. The feminine is not holding anger and resentment towards you. When it comes to you reaching out or communicating, the feminine, again, is right here on the shoreline, anticipating the arrival of you upon this ship. Okay, by the way, divine feminines, like, because I'm channeling this for you guys, that your ships are arriving big time. Either way, masculine showing up or not, like, your bounty is big, honeys. Seven of Swords, bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands. Divine feminine, your sexual energy and kundalini and your fire and your magnetism is like off the charts. Okay, masculine is feeling like they know this about you. They see it too. They feel it. They sense it. They're drawn to it. That's a part of the reason why they're magnetizing in so strongly right now. It's the cosmic, like, divine feminine pheromones that are like just seeping and emanating from the priestesses. Okay, the masculine is feeling very on edge over this. Okay, so, and I think the empresses can feel it, feminines can feel it. They first of all, you guys can see right through the shadiness and, you know, all the things. Okay, it's like your masculine wants to ignite this, okay, because it's almost what I'm getting is like they want to protect you from all these just evil eyes and dark energies that might try to come towards you or come into your life. Like, they want to be the one by your side to protect you. That's what I'm getting here. Also, divine masculine, your divine feminine is not judging you and not blocking you out at this moment because of your because of the deception energy or the betrayal energy. Your feminine is anticipating this Ace of Wands, and your feminine is receiving you fully with your shadow and your light because it's unconditional love. Okay, you've been wanting to send this message for a long time. You've been watching, uncertain if you're going to receive the sword, be blocked or cut out for good, whatever the case. But you've never stopped watching. You're impressed with the feminine's warrior strength, and you want to show up and you want to be that warrior strength for him or her. Okay, this is all very spiritual. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is coming through blessing this message. Also, look, Six of Wands. Yeah, this is a message. Hierophant is coming through. Spirit is showing up saying that this is a blessing and that there's a victory here. Okay, but this is about victory after a long battle and the divine masculine following their soul and all of the spiritual guidance right now in a big, big way. and it's bringing you guys out of separation. More than anything, right now, Divine Masculine wants to come out of separation. It's just, they're grieving. They're grieving over the feminine, and they know that like the way to stop the grieving is to take the action and to balance the karmic scales once and for all in that regard by opening up and being vulnerable and reversing that 5 of Cups type energy. You know what I mean? It's their divine strength. So right now, Divine Masculines are infused with divine strength. We are all receiving a lot of really powerful infusions of that divine strength and activations, etc., which I will be talking about in the message that I record. But yeah, see, it's all in the name of love, and they know that they've been holding on to this love, and it's true love, and they've been holding it back. At this point, what I'm getting from the Divine Masculine is it feels stupid. It feels silly to not talk to you anymore, you know, to not reach out to you. Like, it's like, this is silly. Why am I not, like, this is silly. Just, you know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. I hope to see as many faces as possible at the workshop. And I will, for maybe about a week after the workshop, I will be offering the workshop recording if people are interested in purchasing it after, you know, after Saturday. But it won't be available forever for anyone to buy at any time. So, so it will be limited. So anyways, I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.